Hello, welcome back to the Fre Emblem commentary. In this part, Sarah is going to explain why we can control her and Erk and how to use her staves. For some reason, it's never actually referred to as magic, meanwhile Erk's stuff is only referred to as magic even though he uses books. It's kind of weird. But yeah, the character archetypes for these two, Sarah is, well, I don't know, she's a dick. Seriously, she's really unlikable, but there's a lot of characters like that in Fire Emblem, then they get character development, you're like, oh, they're actually really awesome, darn it. Yeah, Erk's just overly sensible, so he'll be like, oh, I'm not going to risk my life for strangers. I gotta say, these tutorials kind of make these people seem really stupid. Because, like, oh, this person is literally to the right of me. How do I actually get there and then heal him? But yes, clerics. Way better than vulneraries. Seriously. Like, yeah, vulneraries take up the user's turn, they only heal 10 HP. Clerics, their healing increases with their magic stat, and they have way more of it, and they're dedicated healers as opposed to having to use your fighter's turn to use a vulnerary. Seriously, vulneraries are so bad in comparison. I'm so glad that clerics are a thing. They can use more than just healing stuff too. There's the standard heal and bigger heal, that kind of thing, but there's also other unique abilities that show up later, and I'll get into those when I get into those. Erk's pretty much just a straight up damage dealer, but man is he a good one. Mages are quite possibly the best unit, maybe, sort of. Like, they're ridiculously versatile, it's crazy. Because, see, they're like archers in a way. Archers can hit from a distance and not fear a counterattack, but mages can also counterattack direct attacks. Like, they're not limited to one range. Beyond that, magic also pierces armor. The downsides are mages have low HP and low defense, but they do have high magic defense too, so if you haven't noticed, they have a lot of advantages. If you balance that out by either being really lucky when they level up and getting lots of HP boosts, or finding some HP boosting items, which are a thing by the way, then you're pretty much set. But yeah, as they say in this, they're ridiculously versatile, but you gotta be careful with them because it sucks to lose that good of a option. But seriously, if you have good luck with the level ups and your mage gets lots of speed and magic power, you have pretty much an indestructible cannon of destruction. Like, he'll get double hits, he'll do lots of damage, he'll pierce armor, like, it's great. The only thing you have to worry about is if the person you're attacking has a strong counterattack that's ranged. And enemies are smart enough to go and pick off your mages too. Same with healers. Yeah, healers can't counterattack at all, period. There's no option for it. Unless there's like some hidden item I've never seen before, I don't know. As I said, I'm not that familiar with the series. Now, poor Dorcas here, he's powerful and all that, but he's so slow I can barely ever find a chance to use him in battle. Everyone usually is taking care of everything by the time he catches up, it's a shame. Oh yeah, by the way, magic has a completely separate weapons triangle. There are quite a few different types of magic, I don't think you've even seen all of them yet. And they don't follow the standard elemental archetypes of typical fantasy RPGs. There are different elements, but they're basically just stronger. They're not actually like, there's not like a enemy that's weak to fire, enemy that's weak to thunder. Well, they kind of are because of the weapon triangle, but yeah, anyways. And yeah, gotta get Florina some EXP somehow. I've actually heard that Pegasus Knights can be really good if you manage to level them up a lot, but it's kind of yeah. Even if they're great, they're so weak. Like, not physically weak, but just weaknesses, as I said. Yeah, another thing to note about clerics, heal whenever possible, because that's their only way to really get EXP, and it's really quite handy. Like, they'll level up a lot if you just heal every turn, and their staves have quite a few uses, and they're not that hard to come by, so yeah. If possible, definitely just heal whenever you can. They say that. They say notoriously susceptible to physical attacks, but honestly, they don't seem that much weaker. They just don't have much HP. It's not like they take triple damage from physical weapons like a certain other class who will not be named. It's Pegasus Knights. But yeah, in short, 2 great classes being introduced to your arsenal. It's really handy. It should make going a lot smoother. Seriously, just the omission of vulneraries as a required way of healing makes this so much nicer. Sure, you have to actually get Sarah to them to actually heal, but still. And the thing I do like is that this doesn't somehow make all of your other characters less useful in comparison. They're versatile, but they all hold their own different purpose. Like, Kent and Sane are still your best damage dealers, and they have great movement range, but they have the weakness of not being able to travel over a lot of different terrain types. And Erk has late close, so you can travel quickly and stuff like that. Archers, they have their own special bonuses, like being able to take out flying units and such. Axes are powerful. I don't know. I don't use them enough to really see, because axe wielders are usually so slow, but they are good. Everyone's good. This thing, that you can play this game pretty much however you want, really. Especially when you start getting tons of units. I'm taking a bit of a risk of Florina here. Yeah, as much as it seems like it'd be not really that big of a deal if she died, I really don't want to lose characters in this. Like, you lose story elements. Well, not for this, but I don't know. You do in, like, Sacred Stones, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I wonder, because, like, in Fre Emblem Awakening, actually, I lost one of the important characters, and when she dies, she doesn't actually die, she just becomes so injured she has to retreat from battle. And that's their excuse for why she can still appear in cutscenes and stuff like that. So I wonder if that still happens here, and just like any important character just like, oh no, I am so hurt. Like, I'd imagine, like, Sarah, Erk, and stuff aren't that important, so they would die, but I wonder if, like, I don't know, who's an important character? Kent, I guess? He does appear in that one picture, so yeah, Kent. I wonder if he dies for good, or just leaves. Oh yes, and the R button. I won't be using that much because it kind of destroys the flow of the gameplay, but they give you vital stats on everyone. You can get so much information, it's crazy. And they really streamlined this in the DS game as well. The 3DS game, I should say, yeah. Because like, you can view the information on the bottom screen. You can touch each of the items to find out more about them, and you don't have to interrupt the gameplay to check that kind of thing. It's really handy. Now, 76% chance of hit, and I still missed one. That sucks. now at this point, I'm trying to maximize my EXP by fighting someone who will lower the archer's HP enough, but will still give Will the final blow so he can hit more, but unfortunately Sane's too powerful and can't hit twice, so it didn't really work, but yeah. So ultimately gave up on that and decided to try and give Will the final hit. Except, then that happened. And then that happened. And then that happened. Seriously, the level of misses in these few seconds is crazy. None of them had that low of a hit chance, and yet so many misses. Look. Seriously, it's crazy. I'm not even surprised at this point. But yeah, with that, Will gets the final blow, gets the sweet, sweet final blow XP, and yeah. And I can tell by the music, we're almost done here. Now we're going to explain how money works. And they say don't spend much of it. Honestly, there's not that much to spend on, so don't have to worry about that too much. If you do end up somehow going through tons of weapons, you can buy replacements. There's nothing really terribly exclusive, so yeah. But do what you will. As per usual, for a boss, you want to think about who delivers the final blow because they're basically guaranteed to level up. Yeah, now I'm just sort of gathering everyone around. I tend to make formations when I play Fre Emblem, just sort of a force of habit. And this is actually a rare instance of a boss that doesn't have a ranged attack as sort of a countermeasure in case you use ranged people. I feel like this might have been done so that Erks and Will seem more useful before they start not being that useful against bosses because they'll all have a powerful ranged tech to counter with and they're kind of fragile. But yeah, as it stands, if you feel like it, you can just whittle away his HP from afar and he can't do anything. So yeah, there's that. Now, his physical attacks, on the other hand, look at that damage. 12, but look at his hit percent, 19%. If you're really unlucky, you're screwed, but as it stands, yeah, not that big of a deal. Now, it doesn't work in this situation, but sometimes you'll find an enemy that doesn't have a ranged counter, but he'll also be sitting on like a throne or something like that that'll regenerate his HP. And there's a trick you can do with this, where you basically have your ranged characters pick off the HP and then just let them heal and get infinite XP. But yeah, this boss hits hard, but it doesn't really hit, so yeah. Yes, and here is the shop. And this actually specializes in ranged weapons. And I picked up a very handy javelin to give to Florina, because javelins make her a bit more viable. See, they're, like I said, they're spears that you can throw, and she uses spears, so it's perfect. I guess Sane gets the boss EXP. Boss EXP. One day I'll make you a paladin, Sane. Probably. Unless this game predates the job change system. Okay, can you stop sucking each other's dicks for a second? Come on. So her power is powered by good, and Erks' power is powered by truth. Good. What's this? Characters that you had in your party and somehow they're not actually going to join with you? Oh, there's Sane, the company recruiter. Seriously, have you noticed he has a hand in pretty much every single person who joins the party? It's crazy. Oh no, Sane is Snow. Snow is Sane. So yeah, Sarah's a bit devious here. She's like, I'm going to make her in debt to me with my healing magic. It's kind of a weird subversion of the typical healer type in that she's all like conniving and over the top, but is also like a silent healer pink magic person. Assassins everywhere. We've only run into bandits. Only bandits. See, look, staff and magic. What makes her staff not magic? But yeah. Thanks to Sane, we do have 2 very valuable party members in our team now. And with that, it's time to go. See you next time.